Hey everyone, today I want to show you how to install Chargent based on our step-by-step quick start guide. You can find that by going to appfrontier.com, going under our support tab and clicking on installation. If you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see the link for the Chargent Quick Start Guide PDF. And if you click on that, you could either download it or just keep it open in a browser and go through the step-by-step instructions. What I want to do today is actually give you a visual, and we're going to start by doing step one, which is installing Chargent Gateway base package. You can install it either in the sandbox or production. We do recommend the sandbox because you do have better control over your data, and that way if there's any mistakes or things don't work correctly, you're not affecting real-time data. Once you've selected either Sandbox or Production, it's going to bring you into the Salesforce installation page. Be sure to install it for all Salesforce users since Chargent will be setting permissions on who can access certain features, fields, and objects. In production, the fields and objects are going to be hidden so that only those you assign licenses to will be able to see it. You're going to go ahead and say grant access to the third party and click on Continue. Keep in mind it could take several minutes to install. So what's going to happen is Salesforce will send you an email once it's fully installed, and then you can proceed to step two, which is going to be installing the packages for the transactions. So once you've received verification that Chargent Gateway package has been installed successfully, you want to go back to the App Frontier installation page and go to step two, which is installing the Chargent transaction package. You have three options to choose from: Chargent orders, opportunities, or cases. We only recommend installing one of these. Again, you're going to have the option to install it in Sandbox or Production. Whatever you chose to install step one on, you're going to choose the same here. We're going to go through the same process and we're going to install it for all users. So again, we're going to go ahead and it's going to take a little bit of time. We're going to go ahead and agree to everything and install it. So after both of the Chargent packages are installed, you're going to go into the installed packages within Salesforce. If it doesn't bring you there directly, you could still access it by going under Setup, going under the Quick Find, and typing in Installed. That'll bring up the installed packages where you can now assign licenses. You're going to click on Manage Licenses and Add Users. All of your Salesforce users that are available to assign licenses to will come up here, and you're just going to check which ones you want and click on Add. Once you've assigned license to everyone who needs to use Chargent, you want to set up your gateway next. The easiest way to get there is to select Chargent from the drop-down menu and then select Gateways. If you want to see what gateways we support, you can go to our website, www.appfrontier.com, go under Support, Payment Gateways, and as you can see, we support over 50 gateways. Some are going to be used by Authorized.net emulators. So let's go ahead and set up that gateway. What we're going to do is go back to Salesforce, go under Gateways, and we're going to select New. We're going to choose from the drop-down the gateway we'll want to connect to. Click on Continue. As you can see, three fields are required: your gateway name, merchant ID, and your merchant security key. The gateway name is the name that you're going to use to identify which gateway it is. So I'm going to call this one Authorized.net. To find your merchant ID and your merchant security key, you can go to our website again, go under Support, and then go under Documentation. If you click on Gateway Setup, you'll find everything that needs to be matched up. For example, Authorized.net, the API login ID is going to be used as the merchant ID, and the transaction key is going to be used for the merchant security key. So once you have the required information in there, you're going to select the type of cards that you want to accept. You want to make sure that Active is checked and Test Endpoint is checked. Click Save, and you've set up your gateway. So for the next step, if you've installed Chargent for opportunities or cases, you're going to want to set up your page layouts. If you go to our documentation on appfrontier.com and select Page Layouts, it gives you all the information on the fields that you need to add to the page layout and can walk you through that. Because Chargent Orders is a custom object, it automatically has created a page layout, which I'm going to walk you through doing a test charge and authorization. So what we're going to do is go ahead and test our gateway settings by running a charge and an authorization. So we want to navigate to our Chargent orders, and we're going to go ahead and create a brand new order. We're going to choose the company, choose the date, and then we're going to choose the gateway, which is authorized.net, and we're going to go ahead and fill in the billing information. We can go ahead and select the tax amount, shipping amount if we have any, and the other fields here, charge amount, is if you were going to charge them a set amount, that's the amount that we're going to actually send to the gateway. It's automatically going to be calculated by the amounts up here. Manual charge, if it's different amount, let's say that you want to charge them only $25 now, and you want to run $25, you would select the manual charge option so that it only runs $25 and not the whole amount that's due. But for today's demo, we're going to go ahead and run the whole amount. We can leave that blank, and it's automatically going to be calculated. We want to go ahead and select the payment method, and we want to go ahead and provide the billing information. So billing name, we're going to go ahead and do my name. We're going to go ahead and give it an address. And we'll just go ahead and add the other state in there. And we're going to go ahead and add the test credit card information. If you don't have test credit card information, you may want to contact your gateway to see what information they provide for testing. And once we've added that in and we click Save, we can go ahead and test this by charging it. And as you can see, the transaction was approved. We can click OK. It's going to create a transaction record down here. And if you click on the transaction ID, it takes you into the transaction record to give you all of the details. The gateway response message here is going to be super useful if you're trying to troubleshoot why a payment doesn't go through. It will generally give you the information that the gateway sends back and help you figure out exactly what happened or where the information was bad. If you have any questions on any of this, installing it, setting it up, getting your gateway to run, please send an email to support@appfrontier.com or give us a call.